Hello and welcome. I'm Dr. Frank Granito, Chief Scientist with the Institute for Digital Transformation. And today I have the distinct honor of speaking with Institute Fellow and contributing author to our new book, Digital Transformation Demystified, Jessica Carroll. Jessica, welcome today.
Good morning, Frank. How are you? Lovely to see you.
I'm absolutely fantastic. Great to see you too. So let's get right into it. You talk about customer experience and whatnot. So customer experience, customer success, client engagement, same thing, different, flip a coin. Tell our viewers about that.
Yeah, what is all that, right? I mean, we throw these words around all the time. I think, most of us are inundated with the idea of customer experience, right? This has just been the focus for quite some time. We want to make sure that our customers are satisfied, happy, love our products, services, et cetera, et cetera. And let's agree to call that, customer, consumer focused experience, right? And super important, right? We all want to have these good experiences. So that I think is a familiar concept. There's also customer success, and in the industry we talk about that quite a bit. It's really often found in SaaS organizations, so software as a service products typically have a customer success organization, and their focus is to make sure that the customer derives success from their product, uses their features to the best abilities, but also stays a customer, right? So they create a relationship, if you will, with the customer through interactions. To me, there's a broader concept here, which I call client engagement or customer engagement, which I feel encapsulates both of those elements. So the experience, the success of a customer that you're selling services and products to me, customer engagement or client engagement is the entire program that wraps around all of those things.
Oh,
right?
So it's a superset of the
It's a superset of all of those things.
Okay. Fantastic.
This is my definition, and this is how I feel like it really helps us categorize, well, what is it that we're talking about? So it's not just this, we're throwing words out that really don't have meaning.
And you're the author, you get to say that.
And I get to say that. And in the book, we go through really what does that mean, and how do we kind of dig into all that. But I think having customer experience as a piece of client engagement or customer engagement, customer success as a piece of that, it makes sense when you look at it as a whole, because I think there's a broader picture there.
Interesting, very interesting. So is there a gap in client engagement today? Walk me through that, if you will.
Yeah, I love this question because I feel there is a huge gap. So as I mentioned, customer success, typically you see that in SaaS organizations. And a number of years ago, I had the pleasure of working for an organization where I was able to set up a customer success discipline within the organization. They didn't have one. They had me come in and create the program and set all of that up and initiate that discipline in the organization. What was interesting about it is the organization that I worked for was not a SaaS organization. It was a managed services organization. So delivering technology in a managed service format, which we're all familiar with this, right? What I learned was there's a sort of a different plane of existence when you're working in customer success with managed services or organizations where it's sort of business to business as opposed to business to consumer, which is typically what you see with customer success and customer experience. It's really focused on the consumer.
Right.
But what I saw with the customer success program is because we were business to business, we were able to create a very intimate relationship with our customers. And it was customer success on steroids, really, because we were able to focus in strategically on customized programs for the customer that help them use our services better. And we were able to create one-on-one relationships with the customers. So what I found in this is, wow, this is really awesome, because our customers were given this much more strategic view of the services that they could purchase from us. So it made them more successful, and it made my company more successful because our customers were gaining so much value from what we were offering through the program that they wanted to stay our customer and they wanted to buy more of our services. So I found it to be a revenue generator for us, right?
And that's important.
Which is wonderful, but also to me, more importantly for the customer, they just got so much value out of it. So I felt like that was missing in the industry. And I really kind of had my head focused on that right now.
Interesting. So what does this program look like or entail? So
yeah,
dig into it just a little bit because it was fascinating.
Thank you for asking. Yeah. So more than customer success with SaaS, where I mean you're really focused on features and usage and all of that, which is super important, for a software company. My focus in this dimension is more on having strategic workshops and conversations with the CIOs and the leadership team and all of the folks that kind of work for the CIO, looking at not only what the technology priorities are, but really digging into what the business priorities are and taking the business priorities, putting the IT priorities underneath that and putting our services right under there to help support all of it. So the program that I developed is really focused on looking for what those success outcomes are in a holistic way across the organization, not just in the stuff that we might be selling you, but let us really understand the broader picture. So when we are providing services to you and saying, hey, have you thought about using this, this new cool widget over here, it really makes sense to the customer because it fits with those priorities that we already know that they have. So that when I say it's intimate, I mean that we really get to have that team relationship with the CIO and his group.
And that's really one of the foundational approaches here to digital transformation. And that's why, we emphasize this in one of the chapters in the book. So fascinating stuff, Jessica. I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us about it. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much too. And just, one last thought on all of that, mentioning digital transformation. I think this is important. I think as organizations are doing their digital transformation roadmap, considering this function, so the engagement function should be a part of that roadmap. And so that's really what this chapter in the book is about. What is it? What is, customer engagement? And what does that mean, as we just discussed today? But how does that sort of fit in your larger program? And that's super important to consider. So,
and that will demystify digital transformation for our readers. Excellent stuff, Jessica. Thank you again very, very much. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
So I hope everybody will wait and see when this book comes out, Digital Transformation Demystified. Look for it later this year, and I am looking forward to it as well as you are. Jessica, thanks again. And that's all the time we have. Take care. See you next time.